Good morning. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I didn't check my audio this morning before I started. I was just like, let's go. I'm running late. So, okay, cool. I checked it. We're good. Oh, good morning, everyone. So, I'm gonna wait a little bit here. I got a bunch of brine shrimp for the babies, and I'm gonna feed them because they like to eat. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, 3G. Hey, Mr. Mouse. How you doing? Yeah, I was harvesting brine shrimp for the pistos, and I kind of uh lost track of time. I was like, oh, it's already almost 6:30. Great. So I'm running late as per usual. Little Lepisto babies are like, can we have breakfast, please? Look, they're getting so big. After I get the brine shrimp in there, I'm gonna take the camera off the tripod and pop it up on the thing. Hopefully, I didn't just kill my phone because I just think I just set a magnet on it. Nope. Apparently, magnets do not affect phones. That is good. Good to know. Good to know. Hey, Mippet. Oh my goodness, Mippet. I just read that. Oh my God, it's so good. I love that. I love that so much. If you give me permission, this Saturday night I'm gonna read it on the channel because that's awesome. But we'll talk about it later. No pressure. You don't have to. You don't have to commit to anything right now. So yeah, I just moved the brine shrimp, so now I have to recollect them all. Man, why did I do that? Oh, little Nari. My little Yorkie's whining. I am voting today, 3G. And you know what? Let's go ahead. And if you are in the US, today is voting day. And please, I urge you all, please go out and vote. It doesn't matter who you're voting for. Just vote. It's your vote. It's your voice. Use it. And on that note, I vote we go ahead and give these Pistos some food so we can see how stinking cute they've gotten because they're getting so big and they love to hunt their little brine shrimp. It's so cute. It is so cute. Oh, now that I've blinded myself with my LED flashlight flash on my. Oh, let's move everything. I am so ill prepared this morning. Oh my goodness. You little guys, you're not supposed to be up here. You're supposed to be down here so you can go get your brine shrimp. Whee! There you go. Breakfast is served. The other morning, I got a really good harvest of brine shrimp, and I uh, I popped them all in there, and these guys had eaten so much brine shrimp that they had little pink tummies. It was so cute. I was like, "Oh, look at how fat you guys got!" Oh, oh, even Dad's like, "I'll take some of that." It's like, heck yeah, breakfast time. I'm down for breakfast. Okay, little brine shrimp, I need you to go to the light. Go to the light. I should just dump this whole cup in there. You know what? We're gonna stop beating around the bush. We're just gonna throw it all in there. It's fine. It's clean water. I was just gonna try to concentrate it in one area, but what's the fun in that? I know it's like I sent them to an all-you-can-eat buffet and told them, go crazy. I gotta grapple back some more. That's my own fault. I shouldn't have done that. That's why I didn't want to do that. Now I remember. See, you get so excited, you just do crazy things. I know. I can't wait for my angelfish to finally have eggs and hopefully get fry from them. Oh, also, I might have some mystery fish that have appeared in my tanks. I don't know how it happened, but it did. You know what? Let me get this. I'm gonna turn the camera off for 1 second so I don't, make y'all seasick by unscrewing the camera from the tripod. But I'm gonna put it down close where the babies are hunting the little brine shrimp. And my little Danio was in here last night. I don't know if he's still in there today, but last night he was still in there. I was like, man, you really should let me get you out of this tank. But he's like, no, I'm good in here. I'm good, yo. Like, okay, you say so. All right, let's see what this looks like. Woo, up close and personal on the fry. I'm still blind. I still have white spots in my vision. Mom's in the cave, so we all know what that means. She's like ready to go again. Come on, focus camera. I know. I was like, okay, so I had 11 of a certain type of fish. And last night I was cleaning the tank, and all of a sudden I noticed that I had more of a type of fish. And I'm like, how did how'd y'all get in there? Where did you come from? Like, what's going on here? How did that happen? So clearly I missed something. I should have paid better attention, and I didn't, obviously. And just completely missed that whole thing. I wonder if less light will help the. I think that's from the duckweed. It's like a little duckweed root that's floating around because it does not look like a kitty fur. They are. They are. Morning, Fisher. I actually made it this morning. Woo! I remembered to wake up and go live. I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to do that this morning. I was like, it's Monday. I'm going back to bed. Like, yep. Oh, little doggo. I've got to find a way to stack this camera up. It's not so close, but well, let's see if we can. Where are the rest of the fry at? They went some. Oh, they're down here. Okay, y'all, hang on. I'm gonna. We're gonna go to the other end of the tank where Dad is, because Dad has been trying to get the fry to go to the other side of the tank again, which makes me think, what's going on here, you guys? Why are you trying to get him away from the other cave now? What y'all doing? Dad doesn't like the camera either. Dad's like, nope. I slid it over and they all went away. They were like, no, no, we're good. Where did all you little guys go? Oh, now you're gonna come up and say, hey. Hey, After Dark, how you doing? Look at him. Isn't he pretty? It's like, I'm gonna eat that camera after I eat these brine shrimp. It's like, 'cause those are tasty. You know what? Since I really didn't get so many this morning, I guess let's give them some supplemental fry crack. Because they seem to like that too. It's like every time I find the brine shrimp, they go the other direction. It's like, what you guys doing? Hey, Slim Tim. Oh, how's the weather in East Tennessee this morning? Because ours sucks. I mean, it's still warm. It'd be nice if it was cooler, but we'll get fall eventually. Where did my fry crack go? I just had it. I seriously just had stuff. Aha, found it. You think I would learn to be more organized, but nope, I am not. I am a hot mess. Yeah, these guys are getting real big. These little, see, I love you little fishies, but y'all keep moving around. So that's a clutch of snail eggs. I'm leaving those for right now. I found the briny shrimp. They're over here. So all the little babies are over here. Let's try to maybe move it at an angle it seems to do better at focusing. I do have a little bit of algae right here on the tank too that I've been trying to, you know, clean up, but it grows right there because of all the leaves. I think it starts there and then spreads. Oh man, 3G, I would love some thunderstorms. I really, really would. It would be nice. We haven't had rain in a hot minute. Even the last hurricane that came through, the one before that, we got a heck of rain. We got all the rain. We got rain everywhere. But this time, nope, not so much. Go ahead. Oh, okay, it's falling. Never mind. They'll come running in a second. There we go. Give that a second to refocus. Sorry about the sliding and moving this morning, guys. Get a peek at Dad over there, still trying to hunt the little brine. That's just some. Real tanks do have algae. You are right, nerd. This is the only tank I have an algae problem in, and I know why. Also, please ignore the filter in the back. I'm having technical difficulties with a sponge filter. Don't ask me how, but it has something to do with the air tone. I've got to replace it. It's not that there's something wrong with that one. But I'm gonna get that addressed today because they need filtration in here. Not a lot of flow, but they got to have some sort of filtration. And I think it's because I don't have a lot of filtration on this tank. It's mostly one little bitty small um, sponge filter, and then the second one that's not even working. So yeah, we'll get that fixed today. That's today's mission. I noticed yesterday it was like blurred, like making a glubbing sound, and like big bubbles were coming out of it. And then I noticed that the air stone was dislodged, and I was like, "What in the heck?" So I just turned it off because it was the tank looked like it was boiling, and that just wasn't good. But yeah, these little guys they're getting kind of big. They look like little fishies now. And of course, they're all going to the side of the tank. Hang on, hang on. Maybe I can get them over here. They're starting to get skittish too. Like when they see stuff, before they would just follow mom and dad around, but now they're getting to where if there's a bump or a shadow on the tank, they all take off, which I'm guessing is a good thing because, predators. Let's see what that looks like. See if we can see any of them. There we go. We'll stay on there. And they do go to the front, like right at the front, the bottom where all that algae is, and they do nip on it, like during the day. So whatever they like to eat is concentrating right down there. There's still little blurry spots, but that's only because they're so close and I have the camera so close to the actual tank. Back it up just a hair. See, that would be perfect. I'm gonna have to get like a 4 foot tripod. My camera work will get better, guys, I promise. And of course, y'all are all down here at the bottom, right under the camera now. They're like we are hiding from the camera. Except for that guy. He's like, hi, I like the camera. I'm right here, right in your little face. Those are where the little ones are like hanging out. It's like right in the front. And then the other ones are, where are the other ones? They're like all over the place now. Yeah, they don't hang out with mom and dad so much anymore. Oh, this guy. These two up here are the two that are really getting big. These three up here. Come on, camera, focus. I really need to get like a stabilizer. Like they're actually going up to the surface now to get stuff. So there are some that are getting kind of big. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, 3G. Now, what is going on there? That leaf I've noticed keeps moving. I'm just, it's so out of all the leaves I put in the tank, this one right there in the front, right behind Mr. Snail Guy, is the one that has decomposed the fastest out of all of them. Like, I don't know what's going on there. In just a minute, I'm going to pop this guy back on the tripod because you might be able to see the babies a little better now. All the bigger ones have come out and are moving around. So let's just go ahead and put the tripod back up and put it back in front of the tank. Y'all, this week has been very interesting. So I had a lot going on this week, and I did get behind in maintenance as one does. But surprisingly, when I cleaned the tanks, they were not that bad. So I whatever I have done, I think I have all of my tanks actually doing their cycling thing now, or their stuff's working together and breaking down like it should, which is always great, when they're doing their thing. This tank is not as clean as I'd like it, but it's kind of hard to grapple back when you got a bunch of teeny tiny babies running around everywhere, and you just don't want to get them sucked up into the. There we go. That might be a little better. Yeah, all of the bigger babies are out in the front. I have like a group of little babies that are constantly like hiding that still want to stay with mom. And I think she's really trying to just run them off because I think she's ready to start doing her breeding thing again. So yeah, if you haven't kept a pistos, I would strongly suggest maybe getting some pistos. Uh, okay, I've kept a wide variety of fish in my first year and a half, 2 years of fish keeping, from learning how to hatch and grow out brine shrimp, because that's where I started, was with learning how to actually do food first, which I guess is cool. Okay, it's a good place to start. Um, and I do have a self-sustaining colony of brine shrimp, sea monkeys, that are protected by laws, and cannot be used as fish food. So um, I have those guys. But then also, from the live bearers to the egg layers, because the first ones I bred were the bristlenose pleco. And even the first attempt at that I had was, it's kind of, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. So my male bristlenose was, I guess it was his first time doing the egg thing, and he kicked his whole clutch of eggs out. I know, right? It all started with sea monkeys. I don't know what Mip said there, but oh, okay, that's how that comes up. Yeah, so okay. Yeah. Yeah, they are protected by laws. My sea monkeys are protected by laws. So okay, my bristlenose pleco, he kicked his whole clutch of eggs out of the cave. And I call Fish Nerd and I show him, get the phone, take the pictures, send it to him. And Fish Nerd's like, okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get a container. You're gonna put an air stone in it. You're gonna pop some holes in it, and you're gonna put something so they don't fungus in there, like either a little bit of peroxide or some methylene blue. And I was like, got it. So I did that. They all hatched. I did have three out of that first clutch grow up, and I'm kicking myself because I rehomed them, and I should have kept them. So I really am kicking myself. So out of my second clutch, I kept three. And so I kept three of those. And then I got another baby from a friend, and it's a little albino guy. And he is giant now. They're all getting huge. But now Mr. Whiskers, he is just constantly like ready to be on egg patrol. He's like, there's a female, let's have some babies. So he's a good dad. Yes, everything Fish Nerd has thrown at me, I have figured it out real quick. Of course, has he gotten a lot of midnight phone calls? Absolutely. I'm like, oh, I think I did something. The best was when I broke my canister filter and then realized that the whole tube had come unattached. That was not the best night ever, but we fixed it. And then this is how great Fish Nerd is, right? So not only did he help me with all my fish tank needs, I got a new dishwasher and I didn't know how to like put it in. And I was like, I'm not paying $200 for Home Depot to come install this thing. And he was like, oh no, we got this. So I sent him pictures and he told me how to wire my dishwasher in. So Fish Nerd's pretty awesome friend to have. I was like, heck yeah. So yeah, everything I've yeah, the pistos were kind of my own doing there. Well, I mean, accidentally. Me and Nerd had talked about a pistos at being a possibility, and then I saw them, and I was like, "Ooh, that guy's pretty. Let's get that guy." So yeah, it's been fun. But yeah, so bristlenose plecos were next, and then the live bearers. The first time my live bearers gave birth, that was interesting because I never actually watched my fish go through the whole process of breeding. You know, you get fish when you're younger, a kid, you throw them in a tank, you watch them. Sorry, nerd. It's like, you might want to turn your ringer off now. He did say, though, but yeah, like when you're a kid and you have fish, because let's be honest about it, the first time I ever had fish, I was either in my early 20s or much younger, and I didn't view fish as like, you know, I figured they were an ornamental pet, you know. You view them differently at a different age, in my opinion. Um, because even my kids are older now, and they said they didn't when they were younger, they didn't even look at the fish as what they are now. So it's yeah, I can't exactly articulate what I'm trying to say there, but you have a different mindset the older you get. And it was kind of crazy watching them, grow up and become little from little baby fish to, being born to, you know, swimming around, becoming full grown fish. And the Epistos honestly are a lot like the bristlenose plecos, as in they go in a cave, they spawn their eggs. Little differences, obviously. Mom takes care of the eggs, and you hope dad doesn't eat them. So there's that. Hey, look, quiz you did. I was thinking you'd really be asleep still. You should be. It's 6:30. Or no, it's 7. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. But I'm proud of my babies here. Look, they look like little Epistos now. They're starting to get their little spiky fins. You can't really see it because they're still kind of small, and my camera is not focusing that great. But I'll get in there with my camera because my camera does have a macro lens, and try to get some up close shots of them later. The rice fish, however, have been really fun because you can put them in there with some plants, and they'll, um, have a good breakfast quiz. You can put some little mops in with them, and that's the better way to go versus letting them spread their eggs on the plants. You're going to get more babies that way, I've noticed, unless you have exclusively rice fish in your tank. But I'm hoping very, very soon to get them put in a, because I think I will end up with a lot more rice fish that way versus how I'm doing it now. But I've actually grown some of those guys up, and I really need to get them on camera so Liam can see those babies we were so eagerly waiting for. Because, yeah, I finally got them, and they kind of grew up, and it's kind of great. I'm gonna throw some bigger food in there for mom and dad. They're like, we would like some substantial food, please. Thank you. He's like, I will eat all of that. Thank you very much. Hey, Branton. Hey, Team Detritus. Good to see ya. But yeah, I am having a lot of fun with the fish I have now. And as much as I wanted to breed guppies, I really did. I just don't think they like my water. I'm even having trouble getting my endlers to breed. And I really think it's the water. I think it's just something, and I kind of get it now. I kind of see why a lot of people in my area don't keep them because they don't do well. And it sucks because I love guppies. Mollies kind of do better than even guppies, I've noticed, because I see more mollies being sold than guppies, if that makes sense. But it does. Um, I do understand why we don't see so many of them in my area at this point. The cichlids seem to like the water a lot better and do better. So, you kind of have to learn lessons the hard way because, like, Nerd was even telling me about how his water, how certain fish don't do as well with his water as others would. I get it now. I really do. I really, really do. And man, me and these babies are gonna fight because if you notice now, they're all over in this corner of the tank where this little guy is right here, where the little disc is. Um, but yeah, I finally got like a little. This is about the size of a 50-cent piece right here. This little disc. I'm gonna try to measure it, like use it as like a size reference kind of thing. Um, but yeah, tomorrow morning I may try to go live on my phone and see if I can actually zoom in on it with the fish. Well, they did catch some of those little baby brine that were in there because I see some of them with little pink bellies. Hopefully tomorrow I will have more brine shrimp hatched. I may have to get a heater on them because I was doing so well and then it was going so bad. Like, what's going on? I may do that. I was thinking about that. Or maybe even getting like an auto sync list to put in here. Um, I'm just worried about the pleco trying to go in the caves because that was the problem I was having with them in the angelfish tank is um the super reds kept going into their caves and running them out, but technically those were the super reds caves, if you know what I mean. So maybe I will put like a little baby pleco in here or try to get I don't think I want to put a mystery snail in here. I don't know if that would be a good idea. Yeah, and it may be possible that I also need to get a different batch of eggs because the can of eggs I've had it for a year. They've been sealed up, so they should be okay. It's just taking a real long time for them to hatch because like in 24 hours, like I'll have a few hatched, but then if I wait 48, then like the cup's full. So I'm like, what is going on? And I just have them in like a right now I am kind of doing it. I have two actual brine shrimp hatcheries that I'm using, and those work okay. You know, like I'm getting a lot of brine shrimp out of those too. But the ones I'm keeping in here just for the apistos are just some of the big racetrack cups with a lid with the air stone stuck through where the straw would go. It works. It really does work. Um, and yeah, just fill that up with water and eggs. And yeah, I will have to try that. I would look into that. Yeah, I because I want something to help with like clean up in this tank, and algae because every time I have to get in there with the algae scraper, it just it unnerves the apistos to no end. And depending on how the dad's feeling, sometimes he will come and attack the scraper, and I don't want him to get hurt. So, you know, yeah. And that's why I've been using the like the big plastic soda cups like from a gas station. I know that sounds so weird, but because after like two or three times of using them and washing them out, I can just get a new one and then start again and just move the lid. Yeah, I think I already have an Apisto problem as it is because I was like, man, I really like these Apistos. I was like, I wonder if I could get another species to breed. And I don't know because okay, from what I've read on the internet, and it's the internet, so we're gonna leave it with that. Um, this species of Apisto is really good with their baby, with their young. They're easy to breed and they're not as temperamental. Of course, that's the internet for you. You know, that's articles and I haven't actually spoke to anyone that's had this species of Apisto. And I would like to find someone who has so I could, you know, find out how theirs have acted. But yeah, these guys are great. And like I've even talking with Jeff Films, he's had his Epistos for years, he said, and they haven't bred. So yeah, I would like to, you know, maybe get a different species after I've bred this one for a while, and then see if I can get that those to breed as well, and just you know switch it up. But I do like these guys a whole lot, so it's gonna be real hard to let them go. Like even the babies, it's like I want to keep you all, but I can't keep you all. It's like I don't have enough room. I need like 17 more 10-gallon tanks. I don't know where I'd put them all. Although Mr. Mousey did say I could put a fish tank in the bathroom, so that's a win. Hey, Cat Ninja, good to see you, dear. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully, I will be here regularly in the morning, guys. I'm gonna keep my streams to about 45 minutes to an hour in the morning. I also need another cup of coffee. Oh my goodness, do I need another cup of coffee? But yeah, Cat Ninja, I got a pistos and they bred, and now the babies are looking like babies. Look at them go. Look at how big they're getting. I am very proud of my little pistos. Just the fact that I've not only, got them to breed, but I kept them alive. I've had a lot of failures. Like the biggest heartbreak was my longfin peppers and my Skiffia when I had my first big tank crash. That hurt real bad, y'all. Real bad. I was like, but what happened? And then you don't know what happened. And it's like, well, gotta start over again. But now I have rice fish in that tank. So, you know, one door closed, another door opened. They are. They're actually swimming around and not following mom everywhere anymore. Man, they were really up her butt for a long time. She was like, these kids need to give me a break. It's like, go out and see if y'all can find some snacks. It took me a long time to learn that. You have to kind of have to harden your heart a little, and it's hard. It's hard. Good night, Mip. I will see y'all later. Yeah, can't get pissed off about it. Well, y'all, on that note, I am about to hit that 45-minute mark, and I have been long-winded about my love of the Epistos this morning. Hopefully tomorrow I will have some more brine shrimp to give them, and we can watch them turn all big and pink and fat. And yeah, hopefully I should be back on a regular streaming schedule. Just as I got, pretty good at being here every day. Stuff happened. It happens. Um, but yeah, my house kind of quieted down a little. We had a little bit of chaos going on, but it's all settled down now. I'll be making more regular shorts and try to get some videos up too because I need some long form content. Oh, Branton, these are the Epistogramma tri trifasciata. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'll type it in chat in 1 second. Um, but they're awesome little fishies. You know what? Let me make sure I'm spelling that correctly before I just put it in chat. But yeah, so that way, Ooh, that's one. Hmm? Oh, yeah. Or we can, looking on the surprise quarries that, showed up out of nowhere. Because, yeah, that was really wild. I'm like, I shouldn't have this many of you guys in my tank. Why do I have that many of you in my tank? So that's kind of crazy. So yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll set up in the living room and we'll take a peek at the angels and um my now crazy other 29-gallon with my Corys and my random angelfish and my leopard danios. I really have to figure that out. But yeah, all right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Y'all have a good day. Sleep well or start your day, do what you gotta do. But I will see y'all tomorrow. And I'm gonna go do some more coffee. Oh, and also please go out and vote. If you're registered to vote, go vote. It's that day. It's that time. Do your thing. It's the last time you got to hear about voting for, a hot minute. So go do it. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Oh, also, real quick before I go, I know I just said bye, but that is pretty cool. That was one I was actually looking at. All right. I'm going. I'm getting out of here. All right. Bye, y'all.